Hey guys, it's day 6 out of 30. We're gonna do a live build out. The ad spend is $1,000 a day for my ads, $30,000 per month. And I'll show you everything. I'll show you all my numbers. So let's hop right on to Slack. Let me show proof first, or Slack, no, I mean my laptop. This is my WAP account for the last few weeks. It's $132,000, $132,000. Refreshed it for extra proof. If there's any other ways to show extra proof, just let me know. Here's my Stripe. We stopped using Stripe. We're at 231,000 after launching the ads when we built it out on YouTube the first time around. We're at $363,000 with this new offer that we launched live on Instagram and also on YouTube. As much transparency as possible. So we generated 363,000 USD. Since launching the ads a few weeks ago. And in the account, we've spent a total of $67,000. This is my money. That's a 5x ROAS, I believe. But yeah, let me show you the ads. You can see on like my entire screen what I'm running, what's expensive, and you can learn from my mistakes because I made a lot of mistakes on my ads in the last 2 weeks. So please, 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 learn from my mistakes because they were quite costly. I think I lost like $10,000 on this ad that I thought was winning. So let's go through, let's talk about my mistakes first so you can learn from it. So please don't do this because I do see some people copying my ads, which I love them, they're my friends. But you're gonna make a mistake and you'll notice like 5 days later. So let me go through the mistakes first. So when we launched ads, we launched a new creative where it was really about a hook showcasing money. So it was this video that got us a lot of calls. I think it got us, I think on the back end for a month to date, it got us like 112 calls, both set and auto bookings. And we had to cancel a majority of them because here's the hook. 5,000, 9,000, 9,000, 8,000. It was just money. It looked like quick money. And even like the hook itself. This ruined the quality of our calls in the last 2 weeks. That's why I had to shut off our ads for a few days. And that's why I have new creatives to launch today. So that's why I'm creating this. So learn from my mistakes. That got us an $84 cost per book call for that ad. And then we launched it across different types of campaigns, audiences, and setups as well. It just didn't do too well. Lead quality was bad. So we're launching 6 new creatives. Total is going to be 1,000 a day for our starting spend, and then we're going to ramp up based on the quality of the calls and based on how many deals that we close. So we'll start at 1,000 a day, and then we'll ramp it up to 1.5, 1.8, 2,000 a day, and then back to $2,500 per day on ads. So that's the goal, but we'll start at 1,000 just for a test budget. I know for some people, $1,000 a day might seem a lot. It is objectively, but there are other players in the space that are spending $50,000 a day. So that's absolutely crazy. And those are the people I'm surrounded myself with. So it's kind of comparison, but I can look objectively, that's a lot of money, especially for business. So it's a lot. However, there are people spending 50 to 100 times more than me, which some of them are my clients, which is cool. But anyways, I want to show you my numbers and what's working, what's not working for me. Okay, so my funnel is a VSL call funnel. Let's select this ad set. You want to scroll by maximum, click on total results. So what has the most, because this gives you a lot of data. Duplicate this, click on duplicate. For preface, we're going to launch 2 ad sets. 2 ad sets, $500 per ad set. 500, 500 equates to 1,000. We're going to run for broad USA for 1 ad set, and the other one's going to be top 5 geo. Australia, New Zealand, UK, Canada, and US. Reason why those are the top 5 English-speaking countries that has a really, really great volume of audience, but also it has the highest buying intent when it comes to volume and also English-speaking people. So in terms of the ads, we got to see what's our naming convention. We have 6 ads. It's going to be VV72, so video 72 to VV76. So we're going to put all the 6 ads here. So 72 to VV76. So it's the naming convention that I used when I used to work alongside the team by Javi Coffee. So that's MK Media way back then. and also Miracle Brand. So I was the person running the ads for Miracle Brand. So these are e-commerce companies. We're spending $300,000 to $600,000 per month. So it's a lot of money. And this was a naming convention that we used and stuck to. And it really helps, especially if you're pushing out volumes of creatives. Obviously, we're not at the point yet. We're still playing baby numbers. But anyways, here's a setup for the ad set level. Click on websites. All right, so single, click on websites. Maximize number of conversions. This is a VSL call funnel. We're not optimizing for leads. We're optimizing for the end result, which is schedule or book calls. Conversion event is schedule. We don't use cost per result for this testing structure. Later down the line, let's say a few weeks later down the line, if we find something that's winning and we have some extra spend to push through, then we're going to do a cost per result. And then I'll do a scaling strategy later down the line, but we're not even close to that. We're going to do $500 a day. We're going to use US 18 plus to 65. Click as, do not use this as a suggestion. We have some exclusions already. And language is English UK and English US. Placements is automatic placements. You've seen the numbers. This is a VSL call funnel. The more broad you go, the better it is. The targeting actually happens on the creative itself, not on the fancy inclusions, exclusions, and any other fancy targeting. No lookalike audiences. For a VSL call funnel, broad is the best audience that we've tried. And we consistently A/B test a lot of lookalikes, stacks, interest stacks as well, but it just never performs well. It performs well for like 2 to 3 days, then it dies off after 7 to 10 days. What has been consistent, it's going to be broad. Even 18 plus and even male, female, even if your demo is only male. You've seen my numbers live. Like, this is what's working for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me, and it's what scaled me pretty quick. I think 173,000 in 29 days. So I would highly recommend testing it out. Okay, cool. By the way, I don't sell a course. I don't sell anything. I sell a service. I don't sell coaching or coaches and stuff like that. I just sell a service. Okay, so now we change the naming convention here to 72 to 76. And then 75. 72, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only 5. I feel like there's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 77. Okay, there's 77 creatives. So I need to duplicate this. Duplicate 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That's good. I click on this button so I can clean it up. I click on Find Replace. So if you just want to speed up your launches, click on the dash copy and make it clean. All right. Because when you're scaling up, you need to make sure you can analyze all your ads at a quick glance with a quick glance, and you know exactly what hook, what body, what video you're testing. 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we remove that. Okay, now we're going to use... Okay, on the ad level, click on manual upload, single image ad, remove multi-advertiser ad, have your URL. Make sure your browser add-ons are off, so click on no. Let's remove this for a bit. We're going to change the primary text, and we're going to change the headline. Make sure you click on website events. Make sure you have your UTMs. Okay, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to remove all the video ads. I wish people showcased more of like ad launches and the details. I'll show you guys the results like after a few weeks, if it's good or if it's bad, or it absolutely flops. But we'll see. But I want to be like as transparent as possible so I can show you like what's working, what's not, the mistakes I'm making, which I showcased one mistake earlier. That was a lot of money like lost because we were getting, imagine our cost per book call was like, we usually average like $350 to $400 for cost per qualified book call. Bear in mind, our package price is $25,000. So our numbers, like we're completely fine with that amount because we sell something 25 grand. It's not like 2,000 bucks. For right now, we've always been increasing the investment price by 5,000 every time our close rate is above a certain percentage. So we're always going to be increasing the price. So that'll be good. So we can afford a higher cost per qualified call, but imagine that, that's our average, like 300 to 400. And then we launched an ad, we got $80 cost per book call. Imagine $80. We honestly thought we were like, it's like, oh, we hit the jackpot. Because like our calendar was packed for 7 days straight, like packed. And we were actively trying to cancel as many calls as possible, and it was still packed. But that was a problem last week. Then we had to turn off the ads. I was like, okay, that's a big, big issue. It's just lead quality because of that ad. That ad might look good on paper, like a cheaper cost per book call, but a cheaper cost per book call does not matter if your cost per qualified book call is really, really bad. So that's why we had to turn it off. So learn from my mistakes. Do not use any types of hooks like that. Okay. 72, especially if it looks like fast money. Make sure the advantage plus creative text generation is always off. So off, and CTA is learn more. Next, make sure this is all off, done. Okay, then I'm going to upload 73. Business. I think this is the thing that I like about marketing. I like building it out and then seeing the data play through. This might seem like pretty boring for other people because I'm just like, this is actual just media buying. But I actually enjoy, building it out, launching it, and then seeing how the data plays through and then fixing the bottlenecks on the marketing side. Of like, hey, if we notice that the numbers are completely off, how can we fix that? I love problem solving. 76. And then 77. So I want to showcase like the specific hooks and why we changed the creative to improve lead quality, because it's really the script and the hook itself. So we click on done, and then here's the ad copy we're using. So this is the ad copy, like the primary text, what people see alongside the video ad. So we have our ICP, so high ticket coaches and consultants, and then what problem that they're struggling with it, which is usually lead quality. This is for you. Your leads look good on paper, but they never buy. All right. So we qualify these people even further. An ICP callouts and an indirect callouts qualifier, which is they're struggling with lead quality, which means they're probably running ads already or have an acquisition model, which means that's our ICP. If they have an acquisition model, they are accustomed to getting traffic, potentially making some money. And people who are making money, those are ICP. And I've even highlighted a quick win as well to build authority, and I'll actually showcase that in the video itself. But this is more for proof for the user. Then we actually have like what we do to simplify it even further, and who we work with, and reiterating no templates, no coaching, just a done-for-you system, and the CTA, just click learn more and apply for a one-to-one done-for-you partnership. So we get this, we go here. Oh, I'll teach you guys a quick little hack. So go on the ad level, click on all, click on edit, and then you go to the ad level again, click on primary text, copy and paste here. This is for you, perfect. And then, let's see, for the headline, we want to grab the ICP callout. Then we have apply for a one-to-one done-for-you partnership. Remove the period. Perfect. Click learn more. This is all off. We have our UTMs. Everything seems good. Double check everything. Now we change the naming convention. So that's instead of ad copy 5, it's going to be ad copy 6. So we change it to 6, LP5. So this is one of our landing pages. And we are good to go. So $500 a day. 6 ads. So in this campaign, we spent roughly $27,000. You can see how many calls this campaign brought in and what's our average cost per book call. This does not include sets. These are just auto calls. This might be baby numbers to some people. But this is a new offer, which is good. Okay, we click on duplicate. So that's broad USA. We click on duplicate. And then we remove this because you gotta make it clean. And then we change USA to top 5 geo. And then we change this to Canada. Australia. For some people, they like using manual placements, but manual placements will work for specific funnels. For my funnel, which is a VSL call funnel, it just doesn't work. We've done this A/B test a few weeks ago, and for our specific offer, for our specific accounts, it just did not work. So learn from your data. Make sure you never get information on YouTube where it's like, do this, do this, do this. This only works, right? When people say this only works, they're most likely selling you a course or a coaching. Everything is quite custom to specific data. You have to A/B test it yourself, figure out what the data says, and just double down. Because it doesn't matter like what they say. It matters like what happens to your data. You want to be completely unbiased as possible. Still do those A/B tests and figure out what works for you specifically. Okay, so we have this. We click on publish. That's going to go through, and then I'm going to click this live. And we actually have 14 videos in production still. Let me click this live. And probably a few minutes or an hour or two from now, Facebook is going to be pushing this ad through. Let me pause the Loom. Let me close my laptop. Okay, so you saw me build out a $30,000 a month ad account. We're probably going to be spending more. But that's going to be our test budget for those 6 ads. And we have 14 ads in production as well. So that'll be fun. I think our bottleneck right now is a volume of creatives because we do want to spend more money. If we want to scale up from $1,000 to $5,000 a day, we need to put more creatives through. I can film as much creatives as possible. But how do we keep the quality of the video ads top notch? Right, so that's going to be the problem. So we need to be working with a lot of editors who can turn around premium animations quite quickly. Because every day we don't have video ads live, we're actually losing money. Even though we're spending money, we're actually losing potential deal value. But hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this helps you guys. Cheers and talk soon. Anyways, much love, guys, and let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'll send over some voice notes or selfie videos. Cheers. Bye.